Shut up, Meg.
I'm Pickle Rick!
What's up, everybody? How are we doing? Well, I need to fix that. How are we doing this kind of a rainy week here, but that's okay. Otherwise, yeah, I guess a bunch of people forgot that I was training this weekend, and that's okay. Got that sorted out. I just got to finish submitting a bunch of this and that and all kinds of crap to get that going on. Anyway, see who we got here today. Let's see where the mouse is today. There's the mouse. All right, oh, we got Mr. S was here early. Someone bloody random. Kevin Hardesty, TJ, Pancake Man, Lock Watchers here. What's up, Brian, Antoine, Slippy Fishy, Boink, Clive C, David Garcia, C2S, Andy P, I think I said Kevin RC, Delta Mike, what's up, buddy? I think I got just about everybody. If not, I'll find you. Anyway. Evening scruff and latecomers. Oh, that's just fine. So today we'll be starting on this, which should really only take a day or two. Probably a couple, two things maybe. And then by then if the engines, these like Sterling engine-y stuff, if that's not here by the time that's done, we'll probably, we'll find something else to do until they get here, kind of thing. But yeah, we'll get that sorted out. Anyway, cheers, everybody. Appreciate you stopping by and hanging out. Oh, Spiker. Did I say Spiker? I think I said Spiker. Yes, it does shoot. And how do you know it shoots? Because it comes with rubber bands. That is the telltale sign. What's up, JSS? Hey, Stream Elements. Jacques Attack. Alright, why don't we do a Vertitherma Woofle, and then we'll get ready to get Lego-y. Is that working? I think it's working. Yeah. Alright. Number one. One for Freddy. Set chat on fire. Whee. C2S and the big old boobies. Whee. Alright. And then after the stream, I'm making some what's apparently known as sotaracha. Apparently it's a very, very good gun lubricant. And I finally have all the ingredients to make it. I'll show you those. They're kind of sitting all over the place, but I'll be doing that after the stream. Oh, and it's funny, I looked for digital instructions, like a digital copy of the instructions, and literally the only manual you can find online is like the fucking manual of arms, as if this were a real gun. They show you how to like load, unload, care, maintenance, cleaning. I'm looking at this, I'm like, dude, this is like almost like 20 pages. Like this has more pages than a regular gun manual. But yeah, I can't find the online of this, so we'll just have to do with that. Waiting for the starter motor to show up there. It's been moved around. I found some place I got it, but that'll, yeah, we'll actually, once we get done the pistol, we might be at a spot to do something with the engine for a week. So we'll see. We'll get it sorted out. Yeah, okay. Legos. Is that up? That's up. Okay, let me grab that. Let me grab that. Let me grab my iced tea. There. There. Swing this over here. That. Give that a turn. Give that a turn. Grab the mousy wousy. This over to there. And yeah, sotaracha. Glass bottle. Synthetic oil. And synthetic grease. Some special linear grease. I don't know how you can make a grease function better in a straight line, but whatever works. Get some of that, and then take the leftovers back to work. Because I should only need like a golf ball blob of that, but you kind of mix it in there, you get it to roughly the consistency of honey, and apparently that's a very popular gun lubricant. What do we got here? Quick, set up the extra camera to stream you turning pages in the manual. Well, I'll keep the manual as much as I can on screen. That's pretty much what I've been trying to do when there's no real digital one. Trying to keep it somewhere nearby. Alright. Technology gun series. Multiple bullet. Multiple bullet. Right, I need a little more light. Alexa, studio lights on. Alexa. Hi, there you go. Studio lights on.
On it.
Yeah, I can see. Okay. So this actually has two sections of bags. Bags 1 and bags 2. So that's cool. So yeah, music on Twitch. Let's just start that over. And the lapels are muted. I don't know what it's doing outside. And the outside microphone is on for YouTube. So put Those there. Ooh, some of these are labeled too. That's weird. Most generic kits do not come with the stickers that you see on the box. Or with anything on them. So that's cool. I mean, this is like about as generic kit as you can get. Like 50 different brands sell it. But nobody has the digital copy. Something like that. I end up mixing those out. Oh. What's up, Matilda? How are you doing today? Let's see, one of these big fuckers. And looks like a 4-way flat. Like this. Alright, this is tweet. Grr. There. A 2 and a 3. There's a wow, a bendy piece. I don't know why that was so difficult to say all of a sudden. Flat. Oh, not bad. Yeah. No, that's not the right piece for that. It's not a flat piece. That's a flat piece. Oh, it's not a flat piece. That's a flat piece. Oof. What's up, Farmer? I don't know why you said goodbye. I said hello. How long have I been away? Your beard is as long as my leg hair. Ah, it's not. That's, as far as I can tell, it's at its terminal velocity. Or terminal length. Hasn't really gotten much longer that I've noticed in like a little while. Unless it's at some point where it's just going to be a much slower growth or something. Why is the glare in here just, I think it's just the paper this is made on is just super glare. It's like difficult to see in here. The ink's a little light. Ah, whatever. We'll deal with it. Be alright. And that's like a tanny brownie. There we go. Yeah, I should stick with my beard's terminal velocity. What was that? Let's hydrate. Hold on. Before we do that, let's get the mouse over here so I can do that. Alright, let's hydrate. Yeah, actually, let's finish this. So everybody grab a little something to drink there. Put that over there. Ah, thank you for that, dear. Yeah, C2S. Yeah, C2S. Yeah, thank you. Wants 2 of these. Oh yeah, I was gonna post a link on this on Luth's Discord. Forgot about that. Why did that feel like it just twisted? Yeah, screws there. God, I gotta get to the eye doctor. I got everything set up. October, I'm gonna set an appointment for the eye doctor. We will finally get there. That's what I keep saying anyway. Another one of these. This looks like there's there. just like this one. Black Blicky through the 4th. Labor Day is going well, says Fama. Drink whiskey, beer, gin and tonic, red wine, whatever. Eye doctors are every 10 years, right, Dad? It's pretty close. It's been about 6 years for me. But I definitely need to get that sorted out. I mean, my glasses, they're kind of just showing me that they're old. And my eyes are also showing me that I need to get a new prescription. Ramped up 80 sunglasses. Alright, cool. And... oh, shiny plug. Police are on the lookout after a man has been breaking into farms and stealing cows. They're looking for a male with a large mustache. Mustache. Dunk. Is that right? Why do I feel like there's... that's the wrong piece. There we go. Alright. Splitter 3 thing, blue thing, under tan thing. Whoop whoop. Three, that, skip 1 for blue, okay. Sounds like something fun's happening outside. Got one side. Over. Scratch my eyeball. Hey. Chris, let's see. By the way, I'm currently making my own Google Smart Display. I'm using my old OnePlus Pro with an external touch monitor. No battery, so used a buck converter. Surprised how efficient smartphones are. Yeah, when they're just chilling. You're not really making them do much work. They don't work very hard. That's cool though. Yeah, upcycle some old stuff, keep it going. That's what I did with my my cell phones there. They're my 2 main cameras. It's gonna suck when they finally are no longer supported or just break. Well, technically they're no longer supported. They just happen to still work. Riding that line with the old show we are. Snap. All 5 of these in here. Let's see. Funny don't seem that bad till you get new ones. Oh, right. Then they give you a headache until you get used to the new script. Oh, yeah, it's always... There's been times when I've gone to drive home, I just had to leave them off. Like, I can see... Like, I am, I'm definitely more farsighted than nearsighted kind of thing. So, like, I've driven without my glasses on. Like, that's not a problem kind of thing. But yeah, there's been a couple times I've had to do that because it was just like, nope, this is way more dangerous if I try and leave these things on. And sometimes it's tolerable. Make sure you assemble the firing pin correctly. I mean, assemble the Lego mechanics pin. It's all rubber band, buddy. Patient finishes his eye exam. Doctor tells him, "I'm sorry, but the results of the exam don't look good." Concerned, the patient asks, "Can I see them?" Doctor replies, "I wouldn't think so." Oh boy. Where are we? Oh, there we are. What is that? Okay. One of these and an actual flat ear, not one of these deals. There we go. Wait a minute. No, this is back one. Okay. Okay, that goes on top. This goes here. This goes a layer. Okay, now we get one of these curvy ones. Yeah. Oh, good boy. Let's see. I know I'm falling behind here. Last part, how to convert to a zip gun. I mean, we do have the full auto AKS-74 over there. We ran it full auto on that as click, 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 click. But, I mean, you know. It's got the third pin. Okay, now we're going back this way. Blue thing. Up from that. 3 for thing. And 4. 4. That and 2 of these. I guess 19 being the last time you saw it. So that would be this way. The other one is... That's 4 and that's 10. What bing bong? Give a toast. Okay. Let's do that. Cheers, everybody. Appreciate you hanging out. Top of the hour toast. What's up, Norman? Yeah, I got to catch up with chat here. Let's see. Boink. More like a Rudd gun. Rapid unscheduled disassembly. Yeah. If you used a real round. Yeah, this wasn't even... I mean, you couldn't even get it to fire the round. Yep. Only Lego rounds there, Josh. How you doing, bud? Andy says, had my eyes tested today, came away with my wallet intact, not worth the new glasses. Yeah, I'm kind of doubling up on why I'm getting glasses. 1, I need them, and 2, since you can get safety glasses through the job for free, I'm just going to get nice pair of safety glasses and just use them on the range, so I have a good set of range glasses, so I don't have to wear glasses and safety glasses over top, because then it leaves like that little gap where like the arms overlap, so you get a gap in your ear protection, so everything's a little bit louder than it should be. I'm right-handed but left eye dominant, says Mr. S, which is really annoying when shooting a gun. Yeah, I've heard that's kind of, can get kind of weird. Like, to sort out, I guess. I think it's like this. 10. What was the last one we did? this one? Yeah, so this is 19. So that's like that. That should attach. This is weird. Okay. That matches the illustration, sort of. Yeah, okay. But where do you want these? That's what I don't understand. Okay, now I do. Okay, that goes there, that goes there. Okay, that kind of contains that. Phew. If anyone works at a company with the warehouse, you might be able to get those glasses through work, even though you're not in the field. Yeah, that's true. A lot of warehousing places and industrial places in general will cover safety glasses. Alright, so now we're flipping that. 2 4-furs and a red. Hey, speaking of, I was about to say a red fur, which reminds me, hey, I understand Robert Redford just died, so cheers to him. He seemed like an alright guy, from what I know. I feel like nowadays you always gotta watch when people die, because, like, there may have been some goddamn controversy that you didn't hear about or something. Come on. Glasses are cheaper than having to pay for eyes leaving chat. Well, yeah, that is also very important. Okay. We need this guy. 2 of these. 2 of those. What in the world do you want me to do? Okay, that's weird. Can't actually see what the hell this drawing is. Yeah, yeah, it's completely different than what I thought it was. Holy shit. It's too much gray on gray on gray. Okay. Matilda says, I'm going to get some seeing eye nipple rings. Fair enough. My chiropractor published his own music. It's hip hop album. 4 half pipes, or quarter pipes, sorry. And a 4-fur with holes in it. All right. And the thing. Here we go. Woo, woo, woo. It's a whole bunch of feet. No idea what that noise was. I think it's the cat's whapping at the door. Like, not this door, they'll sit there, there's a cat door and the basement door, and they'll sit on either side of it and smack the door at each other like they're battling it out. And I know, like, I think I'm really impressed, because, like, it sounds quite violent at times. I'm just gonna sit here like this for a minute. Maybe that's something outside. Do it that way. Where's the... Where are you at there, Bob? Two of the little rampies. Sure it's in here. No, I'm sure that, no. Did I already use a ramp on something else? Oh, just that one. Okay. Little rampy. Where are you at there, Bob? Alright, that must be outside. Okay. The problem is it's a small piece, so a lot of times they get stuck on other pieces or in other pieces. There's the rampy. Okay. Someone's been watching granny porn? Who's watching granny porn? I watched Sneakers tonight in honor of Mr. Redford. It's a fun film. Yeah, Sneakers was good. I like Sneakers. Now we're just starting here. Okay, I guess that just floats there. Oh God, here we go. Floating instructions again. I think I remember the last time how that fucking went. Okay. Again, like this shows it is not connected in any way. We're just floating it. Okay. Inverted ramps with those right there. Right there. Nipple things, laser. You're having nipple things? Oh, dude report. Dude's good. Not much change. He's walking up to me more and just leaning against me for like a moment or two, just like, hey, how you doing kind of thing. Besides that, him and Ronnie still fight. Him and Poofers are attempting. Sometimes they swipe at each other, sometimes they don't. I guess it just depends on what mood they're in. Could have just been done. Jesus. But, everything, he's fine. I could use a little more strength. That may see glue eventually, but we'll see. 3x3, 2 4s. Let them in for an added challenge. What he thought nothing would get done because they all the cats like chewing stuff. Every time one of the cats sneaks in here, it's like they want to run towards the network center and just it's like they know they have to get there so they can chew it up. I don't know. It's the other way. There's way too many wires in here for cats to exist. In here. They don't really try to get in here anymore. I think they realize this is just not the room for them. Two of these. $50 egg challenge? What the hell is a 50 egg? Like, eat 50 eggs? I can't eat 50 eggs if I was starving to death. I ate 4 eggs last night for dinner with some bacon. Well, 4 cheesy eggs, some bacon, some toast. How's that gonna work? Ah, let's see. What age is granny porn now? I don't know. The cats, they're probably not even on camera right now. Tiny Mama's probably sleeping in a cat tree. Ronnie will be upstairs asleep in his bed. Poofers might be on the box outside, and the dude will be in his, either at the top of the stairs or his little fort that he has created / found under the stairs. That came out wrong. So is this the wrong piece? Yep. Okay. They don't really have, they have the occasional, like, quote, length guide, like that little one-to-one thing, but not on any of the pieces. And you can barely see it to count, but that's whatever. We're figuring it out. Oh yeah, chop. Paul Norman, what's up? Just know that I'm older than I think magnifying glass. Yeah, that's my old guy assist. Boink had 2 egg omelet and an avocado. That is also tasty. Well, the avocado, it kind of depends on the day. They all have their favorite spots. Yes, Kevin, they all do. And if they're not in their sleeping spot, they're usually in a window. So it kind of all just works out. Or like I'll get home, I'll usually see Tiny Mama or Poofers in the window. And then I look back up and they're gone. Because they're waiting at the door. The door. The door. Set that in, that adds some support there. And you want this little guy right here. Okay. A swivelly bit. There's that. And a red two-sided blicky. All right. Then a 3 and 2 red axles. Boink, then for lunch, 4 hot dogs, 2 plain, 2 with mustard and relish. Yeah. Not big on relish, but I definitely prefer mustard. I don't really eat ketchup on most things. Except for, like, meatloaf topping. And, like, you know, if, like, some fast food, it just comes with it, yeah. That's an unusual twofer. Okay, that. That's going to go in there. I said it's going to go in there. There you go. Okay. Now the third pieces are having a revolt. There we go. Oh, not like that. Okay. Threefer and a weird rolly. Yeah, that thing. Just one of each. Just one of each. 3 around holy threefer. Oh. Hello, holy threefer. There we go. Avocado makes me gag. Sometimes it's okay for me, sometimes it's not. I don't know what the deciding factors on that are, but I generally just try to avoid it unless it just comes in like something, or like if it's in sushi, that's usually fine. But most other things involving sushi, I'm usually good just not worrying about them. Is this right? Yeah, this is... Keep looking at this like, is this built right? Yeah, it's built right. It's a weird-ass piece. All right. Alright. What's that? Give a toast. Is that Mr. S or C2S? That was C2S. Alright. Cheers, everybody. Grab a sip, grab a drink, grab a something. Either way, do something relaxing, even if it's pinching your nipples. So, cheers, everybody. Hope your Wednesday is going pretty okay. 10. Okay, and an 8. Yeah, actually, and this one of these, one of the labeled ones. Okay. Nope. One off. Okay. Snap. Yeah, okay. 3 up. Yep. Okay. One of these wide bores with what appears to be a flat piece. And that's one of the, okay, that's one of the stripy ones. That's a flat one. Okay. So we're getting into that thing where the illustrations are getting more difficult to discern similar pieces. And a triple toll. Okay. Big fat ramp. And 2 more of those. And let's see what's up with chat. I'm getting hungry too. Isn't Wide Boys a Duran Duran song? Maybe. It's all falling apart now. Ooh. Okay, that's where we're at here. We need another one in the regular 6 and a wide body 2. So, 2 wide body 2s. Why don't we just get a 4? A single blicky and a nippley curvy piece thing. There. Okay. 8. And another one of these. God, I can't imagine if they scan these instructions. They would probably be completely unreadable. Because the pattern they put in this to signify shiny is just gibberish. So I can guarantee if they scan this, like on just a... Seems like I always use like the worst scanners you can find. Like this would be just completely like unusable. Because it's barely usable as it is, but it's not horrible. Alright, that's now off to the side. Yes, it was me that peed in your Cheerios. That's fine. Just adds color. Another forfer. Top. 2 with holes. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Rubber band. Put this on the center. Nipply isn't usually curvy, but generally straight. Yeah, but they're usually attached to curvy stuff. Okay, you want me to put this through here. This through here. And we're just floating it out there. 2 of these. 2 blocks with holes. So you want me to, while holding this flat, nope, while picking this up. Okay. Yeah, they could have just had you put the rubber band around it. Well, actually, it doesn't really want to stick, so that wouldn't have helped. Okay. This in. Come on, man. Okay, that's kind of staying. This up top. Okay, here's our, this is our drop-in trigger group. Pew, pew. Not much rubber banding going on there, but I guess that's mostly just to hold it. That is Yeah, that is just sitting out there. Yeah, okay. Just wanted to make sure. All right. Every disadvantage has its advantage. What? Who? The cost of living has gotten so high, my wife has started having sex with me because she can't afford batteries. Yeah. You gotta watch. It's not always a good thing. Okay, now this makes me ask, does this go up top? Guess we'll get that sorted eventually. Oh, no, that just floats right in between the rail. Okay. We have a tenor and a what appears to be a flat twofer. One off there. Goes there. Actually went in. That's good. This and two slotters. See you later, Chris, if you're still here. Sorry I missed you. If you ever go to Baltimore, get to Baltimore, you want to come build Legos. Well, I'm sure we could find a space somewhere out there to go build some Legos. Okay. The other labeled one, the rampy bit, and a 3 tall. How did that end up like that? Oh, probably because it kept coming apart right there. Let's get the labeling facing out. Okay, label out. Those on there, there's there. Need another 8 and 2 more bits of those. We can go hang out in John Waters' front yard while I wait for him to come home. Yeah, we go hang out there. Be a little bit of a wait, but you know, this place ain't too far from here. Oh shit. Oh. Oh wow, there's still no. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. And where does this want to be now? That's just sitting like that. Okay. There's 2. Okay, a 6 and a 2 thing there. Square, triangle, and a rectangle walk into a bar. Bartender says, looks like you guys could use a round. There it is. We're just, yeah, we're building the other end of it. Okay. And one of those. That should go on there. This will go right this way. Yep. Okay. An 8 here. Another twofer here. About to slap my thigh and head to Midway. Any midway we have around anywhere near here is a big ass liquor store. Okay, that should be all of that. Okay, now we're turning it over. Oh no, we're putting it on this. Upside down. Trigger upside down. This doesn't look like it's quite going to work. How is this supposed to work? What the hell? Yeah, is it like this? Put that way. No. Now what? Okay, that would go through there. Those would sit on each other. Those still aren't very tight. I just heard a wubby wub wub. Give me a second. Yeah, that's just sitting weird. Is that loose? It is. Is it also bent? It is. But it's supposed to be. Alright. Sorry, hold on. Come on. So that just sits like that. What was the wub wub? Everyone stretch. Norman with the stretch. Alright, everybody, do a little bit of stretch. At least crack your knuckles, because it's not bad for you. It's just fine. But anyway. Ow. There we go. Alright. Get my ankles. There we go. That battery is done. Okay. 2 singly bits. That's my midway too, except there's also planes. Yeah, the planes would be... Yeah, they're a few miles away at the base. Yeah, this midway, it's the reason it's popular is because it's also open on Sundays, because it has a tiny, well, at one point it had a tiny bar in it, but maybe they've increased its size, but last I knew they had a tiny bar in it just so they could say they had a bar in it so that they could be open on the weekends, which is pretty normal in Maryland. Because liquor stores are closed on Sundays unless they have a bar. Or like part of a bar. Yeah, can't buy booze on Sundays unless, you know, you go to a bar. Like, all the bars are open. But there's only so many that have liquor store, you know, that are liquor store bars. Quote, luckily, and if that's how you want to put it, on the one right up the road for me is that situation. Like, I don't know that, like, there's a bar there, but, like, there's never a bartender. Like, all the tables are always up, the chairs are always up, so I don't know if people go there. Maybe it's mostly in the evening, but I don't feel like I've ever seen anybody there at night either. But it's whatever. I finally found their hard apple cider little area. On this side. What am I looking for here? Okay, yeah. That shows that a little farther forward, but that's about what we got. It's about something like that. Is that what it's showing? Not even like that. No, it is showing it back there. Trying to get some idea of where they actually want this placed. Because it's not really illustrating it very well. It's like this. I'm guessing if we go to the first available spot. Well, how am I going to do this without breaking everything? Where would this go? Okay, it'd have to be over there, so it's actually in the middle. That would help. Actually, that looks right. Like everything is kind of precariously put together, so a lot of the pieces are trying to come apart. Pretty good. Okay. They want that one like that. Okay. That looks right. Actually, I could probably tell that from the box. That seems about right. Okay. See, like that. It's like that keeps trying to separate right there. But now we're just getting a lot of moving pieces together. But until it's all together, I'm not going to try and like rack it or anything. All right, flexible piece. Yeah, no, that's the, I think that's where it pews from. Oh, yeah, under here. Yeah, that would make sense. Again, it's not like we're actually going to be racking this to load it. I feel like it's probably like a single load fire or something. Because especially if that's the barrel. So we'll probably have a functioning magazine that doesn't actually do anything. Just for looks kind of deal, I'm guessing. Two of these. It's weird to have one extra one of these. Wondering if we missed, if I missed something. Doesn't look like it. Unless that went right there. It might. Let me see, what wub. Cotton Batted, the sexy gentleman is here. We must hydrate now. What's up, Captain? Appreciate the water break there, buddy. Let me go see if that's where that 6 pace goes. Pretty sure it is. That would be the top of the barrel section. Because if I missed that step, I may have missed another. Oh, where were we at the beginning? I must have flown past wherever that was. Yeah, that's when we're doing the curvy. Those. That was only a few steps back, wasn't it? Yeah, I just forgot that. There's an extra button too, but that might actually be extra. If not, then we'll just find a cool place for it at the end. Because I don't see anywhere it goes. Alright. Okay. And back to where we were. Somewhere up here. Yeah, okay, we got that in here. Okay. Okay. Yeah, now we're locking that in. There's definitely like some kind of slide involved in it. Maybe that's just to reload the firing mechanism when you stick the little bullet thing in there. Something must fly up and like literally just tick the brick, and it usually just ding. That's how they are in the Mark 14 EBR, but it tries to combine that and a magazine feed, and it kind of doesn't work that good, but that's all right. All right, so there's our assembled upper, our barrel and slide. I guess now we're starting on the quote, well, pretty much just be the handle, the grip, trigger group. I guess kind of like the bottom frame, but that would actually include that. Okay, anyway. All right, we're up to bags 2. Just seeing if there's anywhere this would have gone. Because I know we used a couple of them a couple times. Let me go back, because I see a couple spots where that might go. So let me double check. That way we don't put something together and like it's supposed to be in somewhere acting as a spacer or something. So let me go back. Most generic-ish kits, they either have lots of spare parts or no spare parts. See, there's one spot for it. That's the only spot I ever made. That was it. Okay. Well, we're going to set that up there in case it's just part of 2. Don't poop on the mustard. Yeah, that's don't poop on mustard. That's reserved for the mashed potatoes. There's our bullets. That's what these little guys are. Same as the Mark 14 over there. They're so kind of weird to load and unload. So I don't even have the Mark 14 doesn't even have them in it, because they usually they would just kind of, you'd pull the trigger and it would eject one, and then they'd all just go and just come flying out. What's a bigger puff? All right. Okay, let's see what's up, chat. Just finished a cup of tea. Cup of tea is a good cup of tea. I knew a guy in school who knew what every single symbol on every single world map meant by heart, and you could, and he could tell you immediately on request, guy was a legend. It's a lot of complicated to get to that one. Alright, flat 2. Let's get the bullets out of the way. They're just going to be annoying until we need them. It should never work on a firearm with ammunition around anyway. Generally speaking, if it's in the same room, have it locked away or far away. Alright. Twofer and 2 wedgies. Was it those 2? No, the inverted ones. I still don't see a twofer. There's one of the wedges. There's another one. Bent 3s. There's a single. Is there like one in here or something? There's another bullet thing. And the problem with them is they have springs in them that twang out and get weird. Where is a twofer? It is a twofer. Yeah, it's a twofer. There's one twofer. Probably only one in here. There it is. Okay. And some hangover junks. There we go. 2. What's a map? Next kit, Lego gun safe. Pretty much. They're all going to be on my wall with the rest of them. I just need to get some pistols done because I have them basically. Shit, oh, the good pieces. Okay. So let's say these are what I have on the wall. Like the Car 98's there, the Mark 14 EBR is there, and the Baby AK is there. So I need to get a pistol here. Probably, I got a Mac 10. One of the pistol, it came with a Mac 10 and a PPK James Bond gun in one kit. I have no idea. But I'm going to put like probably the 1911 there, the Mac 10 there, PPK there, and then I also got a hold of that SIG P320 Lego, well, fake Lego thing that came out. SIG doesn't get any of the money from it, because otherwise I wouldn't. But, that's weird. But I am going to design, the plan anyway, is to design a circuit and put in a little LED and maybe a tiny speaker to make it just randomly go, because it's just like sitting on a shelf. Probably involve like a tiny Raspberry Pi or something. Where's the other one of those? Funky Mammer Jammer, there it is. Stealth mode spiker. Lego gun set. You know, like I wouldn't be surprised if they had some way to do something like that. They just call it something else, probably. Okay, why is that? Oh, that's a tenor. There's a tenor? No. No, that's 8. That's 8. Oh, no, I see. They want these way in the back. Okay. Yeah, okay. Oops. Go ahead, bud. There you go. Ooh, don't drop that. Alright, and that goes back there. Oh, wait, does that mean this goes back? No, that stays there. That goes there. That get a little rampy bit that goes on top here. Probably a sight or something. Yeah, we still got to do the top part. Okay. Who knows? We'll see. Lego grenades, a bazooka. They do have an RPG. There is a Lego RPG. Pretty sure I've seen a full-size Lego RPG. Thinking I did. And if that is the case, I will likely at some point get one. Oh, what do you want me to do this? A 4 and a bendy one. Okay. Oh, this is a flat bottom 4. Okay. That's there. That's there. And that's, yeah. That falls off. I do think eventually, I don't know if I talked about this or not, but I do feel that eventually I'm going to go through the Lego rifle and firearm collection and glue like outer pieces together, especially in the grips, because a lot of them, like you pick them up by the grip and the grip pieces just like fall off. So I probably am going to end up gluing a lot of them together just to make them a little more durable. Not that I want to like run around with them, but like, you know, nice to be able to pick them up every once in a while, not have pieces fall off. Like right now, the baby AK actually has a loose handle piece somewhere in the handle, just like bouncing around in there. These get stacked. ESP32 would be perfect for that. Have I played the new Lego game? I did not know there was a new one. What is the theme of it? Yeah, I guess an ASP or an ESP would work out pretty good. ESP32, I2S audio amp, and a speaker. Yeah, a little. The I2, that's just a little tiny. Actually, I think I got one of those. What the fuck are the mega things? I think I got that whole kit downstairs. Probably do it with that. I'm thinking it's like a mega third or I forget what the hell that thing is. One of them plastic kits that comes with a whole bunch of shit in it. I know I've showed it on the channel before, but it's been a while. Guess that's where the breech is. Breech opening. Push everything back together because it's still trying to come apart a little bit. Alright, flat 4. Lego My AIO. Is this Lego or is this, or is Lego hit, what? This is not quite Lego. This is Lego-ish. Okay, single squares on the bottom of the bump. The bump. Another 4 and a 2. What am I gonna have for dinner tonight? I think I'm all done with leftovers. 2 thing. Okay, that's weird. I'm not quite sure what I'll have. Maybe I'll do something involving French fries. Okay, that's that. This goes. So we can get all this to lock in without destroying everything else. Everything's holding together in general. Starting to come together there. Look at that. That looks alright. It's shiny too. Lego. Okay, what are we doing here now? A 6 flats. Is it with or without the holy? Looks like without. Oh, let's see a 6 flat without holes in it. Let's see. Where did that? Oh, that's way back. Okay, that's fine. So we may have swapped it out for one that didn't get holes, but it shouldn't matter. Yeah, especially because this isn't visible anyway, so we're good. Okay. But somewhere in there is a piece that doesn't have holes, but it's kind of just whatever's laying around, I guess. Because this is all going to get covered up anyway. From what I can tell. Yep, there's the other 2 pieces to cover it. So we're good. A 2 and a 4. Okay. This and 2 ramps. Did you hear about the gang who stole a case of Viagra? Police are now looking for hardened criminals. Yes. Fifth all the... Wait, what? Oh, are we pleading the 5th here? Yeah, I'm about to give up my right to the 4th and 5th Amendment. Because apparently that's what you got to do to, in Maryland, to submit for a handgun license. You give up all your rights for them to look wherever they want. Because Maryland does not want you to have a pistol. So they do everything they can to scare you or make it too expensive. But they gotta watch, because if it's too expensive, then the feds step in and go, unconstitutional. And what just happened? 10 bits. Cheer. 10, top of the hour. I guess I should, yeah, okay. 10 bits, top of the hour? Is it? Yeah. Cheers, everybody. Top of the hour toast. Oh, it actually says it on the screen for that one. I'm dreaming of a steak with green peppercorns in a cast skillet deglazed with cream and whiskey, then poured over a medium steak. Well, I mean, that sounds just fine, too. Oh, this is looking pretty good. No, that's the breech piece. Okay. Now we're actually getting a thing to put into the breech piece. Okay, what are we doing here? A 4 and 2 double ramps. There's one. There's the other one. Proctology exam is the worst part of it. Of what, your eye exam? Yeah, apparently that's a new thing they've added. I'm sure it's just fine. Okay, well, it goes that far. It might go more, but it might be... I don't know. I ain't gonna try and rack it. Let's just see how it happens. Alright, one of those split twos and a short blicky. Ooh, hey there, little guy. That apparently goes back there. Oh, this goes in between. Just put that anywhere. Okay. Curvy bit and a 3-fer. Whew. A chicken, a horse, a cricket, a beetle, and a calf walk into a bar. The bartender says, man, we really gotta fix that door. Wrong way, that way. Yep. A little holy-oly. Where's the holy-oly? Pivoty, penny, spinny. That's, yeah, there. Is that it? Yeah, there it is. And a single square. And a dark blue blicky. Go that way, though it shouldn't matter. I don't think I've seen the dark blue ones. Not commonly. Because there's like the regular blue one. Flat 3. I hope it goes in a place that makes sense. It does. Good. And this little fella. Okay. And that apparently is part of our trigger guard. Guessing that's our trigger that's not moving. Wondering if this was... No, it says to assemble it straight up. Not that we have much of a choice. That whole slide's moving. I don't know. Alright. I'm sure we're fine. That one got holes in it. Doesn't appear to. But they all have holes in them, so I guess it does. Okay. I think I'm going to have a burger tonight with an egg on top, says Locke. Well, put some rice under it and gravy on top of it, and you got a Loco Moco or Moco Loco thing. I haven't made one of them in a while. With all the extra chicken patty and just all the gravy. Right now, like this. And that one here. A 3 and a bend. Whew. What's up, Ed? Zenzinga? Looking pretty decent so far. Except that's your pew hole. And there's your bullets. But besides that, apparently we may actually have a working magazine. Although I'm looking at the pieces that are left, I'm kind of like, are we sure? I guess we'll find out. Okay. That's there, and another notchy piece. Yep. That goes there. 3, yep, alright, that's, yeah, that all works out. Okay. Oop, and then it falls off. That's a good sign. It just wasn't snapped in all the way. Oh, crap. Okay. Well, now we're grabbing brown pieces. I guess this is part of the handle, or the grip, I should say. That, 2. That one. That one. Those 3 are the same. 2 of these, like that. Okay. Yeah, this looks like it's going to be a handle very similar to the baby AK. Uh, 4 wide and a single wide. 2 of these. Okay. I have 2 cars, one that is voice activated and one that goes without saying. Who knew that exams could be such a pain in the rear? Yeah, new laws, yeah. 3, 2 wide, bumpy bump. Brown 3, skinny brown 3, and a 2 wide, bumpy bump. Okay. 2 wide, bumpy bumps. Offset, even. And down there. Oh, yes. Yeah, well, actually, it is. I have to see how the crabbing's going, but it is about the time to buy crab meat. The later it gets into the summer, usually the more there is, and the price is better and the quality is better. I'm going to the store tomorrow. Alexa, set a reminder for tomorrow at 10 a.m. Alexa, set a reminder for tomorrow at 10 a.m.
Just a second. What would you like to be reminded about?
Crab meat.
I've set a reminder for tomorrow at 10 a.m. about crab meat.
Alright. I gotta go to the store before the MRE, what is tomorrow's MRE? Oh, shit. Oh, boy. Mama's gonna be here. Beef ravioli and meat sauce. God, I hope it's not made by that dick-ass company. Because otherwise, if that's got the same kind of sauce and flavoring as some of the other pasta meals we had, that should be pretty freaking good. One of these, one of these, one of these. JSS Wizard, what do you get when you cross a polar bear with a seal? A polar bear. A much less hungry polar bear. Ooh, okay, red, blue, 3 dark blues. And flip it this way. Okay. We have a red here. Oh, that piece is kind of loose because it's only kind of attached. Okay. Blue. The existing black one. The lighter blue one. Okay. And two of those.
And then, but the motor, like I said, the motor was fine. The crank, the ran, did everything. Did not do anything. So no, yeah, I'm not tied to it. No, I have nothing to gain by lying to you. Right. But it did all work out fine. I mean, I really did pay to get rid of it, but I don't think $2 grand in it. Like, to get another thing, get what I really want.
I think they're talking about the boat. Something about motor running fine. I know they're pretty sure they're trying to get rid of a boat. They bought a boat like, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 years ago. And it has never left the yard. That one goes there. Okay. It basically just sat there and rotted. So now it's like half falling apart because like any cover it had on it fell off and rotted away like a while ago. DJ Bones, what's up, buddy? Welcome to everyone. Alexa, don't do a fucking thing. Yeah, Alexa, I don't know, I feel like since they've introduced the AI, the Alexa, the plus version, it's definitely not as quick of a response. And some of the responses are, I mean, it's AI, so obviously some of them get a little weird. Or just don't make any fucking sense. Where's the other? Oh, there we go.
I'm not good on names, but we do plumbing and mechanical.
What are we doing here? Put that through the middle and attach them together with these two. Beef ravioli MRE. God, fucking slip my wrist right now. Not to see such an abomination. It may not be too bad. I want my wake word to be, hey, Skippy. Hey, Skippy. Change the wake word for her next to your computer. Cause then I tried that, trying like different ones here and there, and it's then you're just trying to remember which one you're talking to, and that's fine. I just need to, like, I need to speak slower with the new version, basically. Just kind of like, it's kind of annoying, but that's whatever. What the fuck do they want me to do here? Oh, okay. Yeah, okay, that works. God damn it. Where did that piece go? I think it was just that. Yeah. And this was this way. Yeah, like this little piece here just doesn't have a whole lot of attachment going on. And again, it's in the grip, of course, so that's why I'm thinking about going through and gluing all my grips and barrels and probably the magazines so you can grab them and they don't just fall apart. Alright, so that's good. 3x3 and a 3 flat, one of each. Alright. And then another one and 2 more of these. They do that so people want to pay for the plus version. Amazon Smart Assistant. No, it's all that's what the nah, I think this almost some of it's working better, some of it's not. And I'm kind of like, you know what, I'd be fine just going back. But can't really do that. But that's whatever. I'll figure it out. Seems like that's my fucking mantra for life half the time. Don't worry, I'll figure it out. Kind of getting tired of figuring it out. But I haven't had any difficult figures it out in quite some time, so that's okay. It goes like that, and this goes the other way. That's cool. That way. And this is back one. That's back. Oh, wrong way. Like we're making another slide piece. Actually, no, it's just, yeah, this will just be the inside. Okay. Well, actually, no, that'll probably be where the magazine slot is. Oh, let me scratch my foot. 2 happy days of a bone odor, when they buy it and when they sell it. That's pretty much exactly it from what I've heard. Boat. Bring out another 1,000. 3 and a flat 3. That are silver. There's a 3. There's a flat 3. Alright, cool. I guess I should make these match. What was that wub wub? Give a toast. Alright. Cheers, everybody. Have a sip, have a drink, have a toot, pinch a nipple, smack a booty, do whatever you need to, but cheers. Okay. We want that corner. The second slot. Oh yeah, that should just make a form a wall at that point. Yeah. Very awkward to keep everything in here tight. Okay. And now we take this. This goes through that, and that goes through that second. Which would put that in there, which would make sense. Looks pretty good. Everything's together, so now we're here. This Honestly, though, love that there's shelf-stable cheese tortellini. All you need to do is boil them and they're cheap. Yeah. They're coming out with, just in general, they're starting to come out with some kind of decent ways to make stuff a little more shelf-stable and not taste like cardboard or the plastic wrap that it came in. I don't know it. Like, this magazine is going to be like, what, 2 pieces? Oof. Anyway. Flat 4 with holes in that. 2 of those. Oh, okay, this is kind of how we built the other side. Do, do, do. Is that a silver one? Is there a silver one? I don't think there is any of those left. Or is that brown? No, it kind of makes it look like it's silver. Oh. Yeah. Guessing. Oh no, that's the one I'm trying to put on this side. It sounds like there's a lot of pieces to sort through here. But it's colored like it's like chrome. Okay, well, let's push past that. And see what happens. See you later, Barrett. What's up, Boozy? Jalapenos, yeah, adding jalapenos to anything is generally a good idea. I'm not seeing that other piece. I got this brown one here, which kind of matches where that would go. But I don't know where that silver one would actually be then. What is the... No, actually the picture shows that being brown. Okay. Okay. Luckily that just is easy enough to pop off since it's not super secure. Okay. All right. What are we doing here? Okay, now we're here. So now we have this piece. Now we have that piece. That goes there. Lines up with that. This goes across the back. These two open there. Shit, forgot to roll down the window before yelling. Well, yeah. Usually would help if you want the world to know your, what you gotta say. Be loud, be proud, go shit in the crowd. And that's a brown one, okay. That's probably the one that... Yeah, that was the first. Yeah, that's the first one. So I just read that wrong because of the... Let's see if the camera picks it up any better. It's kind of hard to tell that one of those is gray and one's kind of brown. You know what I mean? But we'll get it sorted out. Worst comes to worst, just find Zen and blame him. It's probably his fault ultimately anyway. Why wasn't this one? There we go. Now that doesn't... And these are little tweaks. Okay. See, tomorrow bunch. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's usually my fault somehow. See, he knows. He knows. I can't tell what you want me to do there. Probably that. Yeah, okay. Yes. Okay. And you want this on here. Okay. I had a buddy that is a midget who works at a pizzeria and has epilepsy. We call him Little Seizures. That's terrible. Shaken, not stirred. Brown. And come on. There we go. I got one side snaps, the other side's like. That looks alright. No obvious. Hey, okay. You can see Lego-y stuff because you know somebody. Okay. Actually, I think that's pretty much it for that. I'm really not seeing another place to put the little button. So I guess that was extra. Okay. What do we got left here? This and this. That goes that way. This goes that way. Two blue. Two tunnels. One goes there. Just one tunnel. Okay. Yeah. Okay. There. This goes in here. 7. 2 of these and a button head. And down there, leave 3 out. Yep, okay, that works. All maths out there. Over to here. That. Okay. That there, and that there. This and these 3. I mean, where'd the button go? Oh, it goes on here. Right there, okay. That's what I'm saying, those little button pieces are easy to miss. That goes here. Okay, now we got these. That goes like that. I don't know how far in, so I guess like that. Oh no, they want it flush. Okay. I'll look at chat in a second. This is. God dang it. Little tweet. Oh. 6:30 time for a poof. Oh, where's that? I have a puff. Click it. Don't lick it. No, what you're supposed to lick it first. I mean, that's like the universal rule there. I mean, come on, Brian. Universal rule, lick it first. Seems to usually help with most situations. Whoa, 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 whoa. Everyone stretch. Alright, I can do a stretch. What's up, Norman? Appreciate that. Oh, yeah, tweet like a tiger. Oh, not just talking about your mom. Oh. Alright, yeah. Love my neck. Another hour, another stretch. That's a goddamn Lulu. That one's still floating a little bit. That's okay. Over here. Oh yeah, that's that. Did that. And this goes there. So they do ship it with an extra spring thing now. Wow, so we had one extra button piece, an extra launcher, which makes sense, and 2 rubber bands. So I wonder if that's something we missed somewhere weird. We looked back, or I looked back, I didn't see any more, so I think that just happened to be an extra. And it uses the nub to lock. Oh, that's kind of crap. Yeah, it's not bad. You just got to grab it. Because that doesn't work. Well, that's that. So the trigger's not really doing anything. That's weird. I don't know if there's a specific way to reset it. Because I know if you stick these in there, it'll, if you just shake it right, the things will twang out at you. You just gotta, that's the other thing, you gotta figure out how they go in. Where's this one? Because I'm pretty sure it's, yeah, either side should work. It usually like locks in. And then like something twangs it and it goes pew. But yeah, this style of firing never quite really works. Let's see if this one works. Oh, I see. When you get it, you kind of gotta get it to catch there, to catch in the back. But how the hell are you supposed? Okay, so it should be up. Things coming apart, so that needs to be up. That should catch the thing in the back, but it's not. I wonder why. The slide was slidey, but now it's naughty. Does it give a clue in the back? It doesn't. This was moving. What did I do to keep it from moving? It should be on. There's no way this has like a safety on it. All right, let me go find that manual of arms again. Let's see. Let's see. Integrate the trigger and launcher. Carefully assemble that. Trigger, handle. It says you pull back the slide to reset the trigger. But that's not actually doing anything. What the fuck? Let's see. Let's see if we can figure out the way this actually fires. See if we can get this to lock. See, it doesn't even want to lock in there. That's why I think there's something going on inside. I can see like a piece in there, like one of the flappy pieces we put in there, but I can't see what it's trying to do. And I don't understand why the rubber band is in there for the trigger, because we never actually attached it to anything. Let's see here. Where is the rubber band part? Because that was one we attached, like we put it on there, but it didn't actually have like a place to attach it to. So kind of just sat there. Because there's nothing out here to do anything else. So it's just sitting there. I don't think it's actually attached to anything. Of course, I have no idea how to get this slide back off to get in there to look. Now that it's all together, let's see. Okay, now we got those two pieces in the back. Disconnect it like that. Push this pin out. Trying to stab myself. Okay. So that just attaches for the slide, but that just pops right off, so that's not a big deal. See, like this just never attached to anything. Like it's just kind of just flopping around in there because it's not really doing anything that I can see. I mean, worst comes to worst, we just put it back together and it just looks fine. So this is just... because that is supposed to barely be attached to that right there. Let's flip this around. Come on, man. So they think this and that. And we got this piece here. It's supposed to attach there. Right, and that's upside down, right? But when you get to here, that's all you got. There's nothing to tension it. Let's see. That's the trigger piece. So how do they want this piece? So this is going to slide forward. But now we're learning the mechanics of the fucking thing. All right. So this should go in and lock right there, but it's not. Okay. So let's try this one that seemed to actually work. That one works, and then this will trigger it. So that needs to stay there. Yeah, so that needs to be underneath. So that is like that. Which is still weird because there's nothing. Like going towards it to trigger it. Huh. Like you'd think there'd be something there to like wibble wobble that thing. It's not horrible to get back together. I mean, that's cool. But it still doesn't want to do what it's supposed to. Oh well. Reattach that. Yeah, it just keeps binding up in there. No idea. Oh well. Well, we can always just see. Let's see what happens if we just shove this in there. We can just like flick the side of it. And we'll just call. I mean, it is a Chinese clone ultimately because it is Chinese Lego. So of course you'd figure a Chinese gun. You would just have to. Oh, it's almost like it wants to be the SIG, Ooh. Ooh, wow. That was a good flick. Things coming apart. I was actually holding that one. Alright. Well, it's not quite a SIG. It just doesn't work at all. Oh well. Still look good hanging on the wall. Can't make them all work. But yeah, that's what we got. I can grab that. I guess in this one. Wow, actually, where would you put your? Probably up there. Maybe just straight up there like that. Just off the slide. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway. Okay, well, I guess let's just put the trigger rack in all the way and we'll call it a wall piece. I'm fine with that. Maybe when I go back and glue all the guns, I'll further investigate this. Because this one's definitely going to ultimately get some glue because it just tries to come apart. Get that out of there. Alright, well, there is that. It's shiny. Looks pretty alright. I mean, I don't have a real one here to put it next to, but I'm guessing they're pretty goddamn close in size. Because it seems like all the Lego firearms are very close in size. Alright. Let's see here. What do I have over here? I got that stuff, that stuff. I'm going to make the Sotaracha here after the stream. And I get something to eat. Let's swing back over. Alright. Got that. Where's the nicotine? The pew pew. Oh, and the other scene. Alright, well, that wasn't too bad. I doubt the engines are going to be here before next week, but we'll see how, because everything's on a boat now. Like, you can't ship fast to anything involving America anymore. Everything is on a boat, and it takes forever, and you get charged for fucking everything. Oh yeah, we're definitely going to be releasing the Craggle on the firearms collection. But I guess we'll do another pistol tomorrow, or next Wednesday, while we're waiting for the stuff to show up. But let's do a quick toast. Nowadays, they do have a Deagle. I'm pretty sure I saw a Deagle in there, but I haven't gotten that one yet. This isn't too bad. It looks like the box makes it look boxier than it is. Like, it's got decent curves and, you know, all that. It's a Lego. Calm down. And obviously that's not a barrel. So, like, you know. Yeah, the magazine, that's, I guess, the best you can do without trying to actually put a clip system in there. But that's cool. What do these hold, Ed? What do these hold, like 7? Is that what these hold? 7 rounds, if I'm not mistaken? Or no, they're double stacked. So is that 11? I don't know. It's definitely got the 1911 image. Yeah. It's a really short magazine. It's a 7+1. 7+1. What's up, Mike? I mean, for Lego, I mean, I'm sure over the camera it looks, well, if you ignore all the Lego-y stuff. Like, is there something on the side that actually looks like that on these? I don't think there is, but there might be. I don't know. Maybe I'll see if I can figure out how to get it to rack. Because if I can get in there and at least get the pieces out of the way, maybe just put a rubber band on there so you can at least rack it. Because you're supposed to be able to, but I don't know what went wrong inside. But, yeah. For now, it's a wall hanger. 8 in the new mags. Double stack 45s can get 13 to 14. Yeah. And then you can always do, you know, the Thug Life fucking magazine, I'm sure, and get 8 million of them in the fucking rack. Alright, anyway. Call that a wall piece. So I'm going to go get something to eat and probably hop on Discord here very shortly. So, are we on the right camera? We are. Yeah, okay. Okay. Make sure I didn't miss anything. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to head out for the evening. Grab something to eat. Actually, I'm probably going to do... Actually, you know what? I think I'm going to do soup. Because, I don't know. Where was I here about... I heard about soup a lot today. I don't know where. But I think I'm going to do soup. And then get on Discord. And I'll eat something a little different later on. So anyway. I will see everybody tomorrow night for the beef ravioli in tomato sauce. Which should be pretty fucking good. And then I'll see you Saturday. I'll actually be here Saturday. No more class for now. So, until then, enjoy the rest of your week. And if I don't see you tomorrow, and then I'll see you tomorrow or something like that. Oh, what's up, Subsonic, by the way? So anyway, see you tomorrow or see you Saturday. Be groovy to each other, and I am out of here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. See ya.